Hello, hello me. Oh wow, I'm really quiet, aren't I? Where am I? I'm that one there. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Alright, that's me done.
This 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? I don't seem very loud. I'm getting literally nothing in my ear. Why is that? Oh, I'm not plugged in. One two 1 2. Yeah. There is a little crackle there in the background, which we couldn't get rid of last week.
Oh really? For a heater. On the electrics.
Think it is?
Turn it off and the noise goes away. Is it still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still there.
Well, just pretend it's vinyl. We're recording in vinyl.
That's the one. That's exactly the one we're recording in vinyl. Brilliant. Do you have a stick?
Yeah.
Fucking mental. We're on it, baby. We are on it.
Oh yes, we're on it.
All right.
5 4 3 2 1.
Shall we? Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Portobello Radio. Probably the best radio station in Ledbroke Grove.
I'm actually the mayor of Kensington and Chelsea. I love Portobello Radio.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's a Portobello radio show. 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas, Greg.
Wow, that's a reminder. Whoa. Hey.
We're here at the Muse Gallery.
We
It's the
certainly are, aren't we?
20th anniversary. It doesn't look
Yeah,
old
man.
enough, but
It doesn't. Certainly none of the members of the team look old enough to be
No,
fair. You
no,
know, it's
no.
brilliant. It's been a
babes in
spectacular,
the wood, babes in the
spectacular
market.
week, man, and it's been lovely down here at the Muse Gallery, 269 Portobello Road. The most fantastic pieces of artwork on the walls around us. I'm feeling full of creativity.
Yep, everyone's outside, beginning to get a bit panicked about buying Christmas gifts.
Yeah, man. Tell
The
me about it.
market's the place to come.
Absolutely, absolutely. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, get yourselves down here. It's brilliant. It's properly heaving, actually. The last few weekends has been wow. Really wow heaving. Love it. Love it. Love it. We got loads going on, as always.
Yeah. Well, the next show coming in here is our very favourite photographer, the man who observed and reported the neighbourhood all the way through the 60s, Charlie Phillips.
Wow, and in here being in the Muse Gallery.
Being
Yeah,
in
man.
the Muse
In
Gallery.
the Muse Gallery, a display of the most fantastic vintage photography.
Yep, that is on the 19th. It's opening the 19th. And Charlie's in this afternoon
Brilliant.
to talk to us, tell us what's going to be in the show, why it's going to be different. We've got questions coming in from listeners. So
I love
is
that guy.
fantastic.
I absolutely love him. So it's going to be an absolute honour, total honour to have Charlie Phillips in the room with us, man. It's going to be brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And some of you will have seen on social media that I put up, we had Charlie on 2 years ago, and I put up the same graphic, and I had a picture of Big May Bell.
Oh.
Big May Bell was an American artist who Charlie photographed down at the Q Club in Paddington.
Wow, that's going back some.
And this is her.
No way.
I've got a feeling somebody's trying to steal my man. I've got a feeling somebody's trying to steal my man. Strange things are happening, things that I just can't understand. Who can it be? I wish I knew. Who could it be that's trying to steal my man from me? I've been fixing this meal as I always did, but lately he's been blowing his lid. He says the bread is stale when I know it's not. The coffee is cold when it's boiling hot. I've got a feeling somebody's trying to steal my man. I've got a feeling somebody's trying to steal my man. Strange things are happening, things that I just can't understand. And I can't understand why he acts this way. It's hard to believe that he's going astray. The time he even forgets my name. My name is Maybell, he calls me May. The May is a friend that I've known for years. I don't think she calls me fear, but I'm going to her house, hide beneath the bed. I hope I don't hear the things I dread, 'cause I've got a feeling somebody's trying to steal my man. I've got a feeling somebody's trying to steal my man. Strange things are happening, things that I just can't understand.
Yeah, that's I've Got a Feeling, and that is by Big May Bell. Charlie Phillips, I mean, most of you will know exactly who he is, but Charlie Phillips he came over as a young man. He spent his very first night at Toto Baggs' place in Blenheim Crescent, as many people did the first night they arrived here from the Caribbean. They ended up in Portobello, and if you were in Portobello, you ended up at Toto Baggs. If you were in Brixton, I think you ended up, a lot of people slept in the Labour Exchange down in Cold Harbour Lane.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, man,
that
yeah.
was recently decommissioned. So that's why Brixton is a kind of centre of Jamaican culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, he was given a camera by a GI and started taking pictures of Notting Hill, the emerging multicultural scene in the 60s. A lot of those pictures were taken at the Piss House, which was a pub called the Colville, which a lot of you might know as the ground floor. It's where the distillery was till quite recently. People still out there taking pictures themselves in front of that graphic. They love that graphic, and they also love the one here at the Market Bar. whatever that's called now, UK.
Ukai, yeah, true, actually, yeah. Big, lovely murals painted on the outside of buildings. It's good that, that people are still remembering those places. The piss hole, the Colville, it's very sad that it's closed. It's always been a good fun drinking hole, and it's been like that for like over 100 years now.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's now closed is really indicative of something, man. First time in literally donkeys that there hasn't been something going on in that place. Very sad.
Yeah,
Very,
no,
very sad.
he was the first to document both kind of British Caribbean style
Yeah.
and also the growing connections between the communities, which came about after the riots and then after the murder of Kelso Cochrane, when literally thousands of people went to the
Descended.
service up there at St Michael's
Yeah,
and
man.
then walked up to Kensal,
Beautiful.
where
Beautiful.
he was buried.
Yeah.
We've got some more news about Kensal
Oh, cool.
today.
The
but-
flourish thing at Kensal, or what?
No,
right.
it's HS2 news. But we'll have a
Okay.
tune first.
Yeah,
we're,
go on.
We're playing our way through the Satamasagana rhythm that we were sent from Jamaica.
you seem to have a fixation on this particular tune.
I
I love
love
it.
this
I love
rhythm.
it. Brilliant.
We've
Absolutely brilliant.
already had the Jar Brandish version, and we've had the Magano Satamasagana. So this is I True Jar,
Is it-
Stimulus Money.
Another one sent in from Jamaica.
Yeah, it's part of the same E EP.
Wicked. Love it.
Ah, yo, Mr. Babylon, boy. Yo, give the youth them something, man. Oh, you move, sir. All right, tell them, mister, ain't nothing funny. Rasta no dumb, me still out, so come me can't wait for them stimulus money, no. Nothing funny. That day soon sunny, still I wait for them reparation money. From how long? Nothing funny. Rasta no dumb, me still out, so come me can't wait for them stimulus money, no. Nothing funny. That day soon sunny, still I wait for them reparation money. This them one area. Greedy Mr. Babylon no really care ya. Them take all the food and no want to share ya. Them see say that things are get dearer and dearer. Wanna be shouting out loud and clearer. To your money we not go bow, Mr. Enabler. No matter what you say, you can say that say we fear ya. Oh no hear ya. Alright, ain't nothing funny. Rasta hand on me. Still out so come me can't wait for them stimulus money, no. Nothing funny. That is some sunny still I wait for them reparation money. I feel do some hustling so the youth them can buy things too. So they tired of the window shopping them want try things too. Want a education be fly and drive things too. We know one day we'll be striving to, so be nice to the taxi driver driving you. Put that the mailman way up the mail for you. Just one year the king will be providing for you. Last year the man may always guiding you. Ain't nothing funny, Rasta hand under me. Still also come me can't wait for them stimulus money, no. Nothing funny, that day some sunny. Still I wait for them reparation money. Verbally, well you know that's true. Money a fi crispy, it a fi brand new. Fresh out of the packer when them have a debut with a whole money. Me no mind that too. Know the money did it, they know why we reach it. Some boy get the money and them all a mistreated. The youth them get the money, try so hard to keep it. The president, the pastor, everybody a try seek it. Oh no people, nothing funny. Rasta hand under me. Still out so come we can't wait for them stimulus money, no. Nothing funny. That is some sunny, still I wait for them reparation money. Oh gosh, ain't nothing funny. Rasta hand under me. Still out so come we can't wait for them stimulus money, no. Nothing funny. That is some sunny, still I wait for them reparation money. Well, I know little bit of burden where the youth them a area. The youth them want some money right now up in the area. Tired of the mocking and them can't take Nigeria. If to be broke was a crime, them would have day in Nigeria. Poverty rough around the world, this you feel area. Just show some love, show some care. Can't make everything stay so dear. Want to send me youth them figure what the fear, but me couldn't afford the bus fare. Alright, nothing funny. Rasta and my dumb me still out, so come me can't wait for them stimulus money, no. Nothing funny. Lord, yes, so sunny, still I wait for them reparation money. Oh God, nothing funny. Rasta and my dumb me still out, so come me can't wait for them stimulus money, no. Nothing funny.
Yeah, that is I True Jar with his take on the Satamasagana rhythm. And that is called Stimulus Money.
I love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely love it. It sounded so like our mate Scratchulous.
It really sounded like
yeah,
Scratchy.
man. Big up for Scratchulous and
Really
all of the family, as you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We miss you. We miss all of you lot, actually. It's been dry on the Portobello Road since Bar Love closed. It's been down this end of it. It's been just a little bit, knackered since, obviously Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's always busy. But, during the week.
But also, while we're doing the show, I mean, also they seem to have stopped doing their. They used to have a little session at the other side, what used to be Alchemy. They used to have a little kind of 5 to 8.
Yes.
Playing that intense kind of garagey, dubsteppy.
Drum and bassy. Yeah, man. Yeah.
And that seems to have calmed down.
It does, doesn't it? It seems to have completely calmed down. So, yeah, it's a bit void of activity down here.
Yes.
If you are funky and in the middle of the week and fancy...
Get on down here and do something.
Hanging around, yeah.
Chris
exactly.
Sullivan, our third wheel, he tried to do something there at Bar Love.
Yeah.
He tried. Bar Love, you probably know, used to be the Mau Mau. Bar Love closed down about 2 weeks ago, quite suddenly.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot of the geezers, particularly around here, who just hang around outside.
Absolutely.
Just meant you could keep up with the gossip, keep up with what was
Exactly.
going
We'll
on.
have a little tin of beer on the street, chat to people. It was good fun. It was really good
I
fun.
mean, there may be the fact that people were having tins of beer from West 9 on the street may have something to do with the fact it closed down.
Do you reckon?
Well, if there weren't enough people buying beers
inside. It's because his prices were a little bit high.
Well, they weren't that high.
Yeah.
I mean, not compared to normal life.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you've got to cut so many different slices in order to make a thing work. Particularly on the Portobello Road, real estate is an absolute premium, man.
Yeah.
So running a bar must be really, really tough. So all strengths to the guys for keeping it going for so long.
Big shout, we've got Mark Jackson in the Muse, just
Mark
dropped
Jackson
by
in the
to
house.
chew the cud. And of course,
Pop.
we've recently lost Acklam Village, which was another place for live
Absolutely,
music.
where Mark used to hang out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So no, they're very, very sad. A lot of our live music venues are really taking a tumble at the moment. So we need some pop-ups. We need some. We need some. We need a bit.
We
more
got news of a
activity
couple
around
of
here.
pop-ups.
Good.
Before Christmas.
Good. That sounds great.
But, we need to stay alive. Yeah, well, guess what? That, of course, is the Sal Soul Orchestra, Staying Alive.
It's a cracker. It's an
It is a
absolute
cracker. I was going to
do
play
like that, man.
212, whatever it is, Street, but North 12th Street, but
Yeah.
I thought 9 minutes, that would be too much.
Well, I don't know. It would have given me an opportunity
No.
to do more than just quickly grab a bit,
I
squat
know,
and
but
gobble.
you know, if you go down that road, you'll be playing Fela Kuti and
Yes.
you know, all that shine
Yes.
I have.
Do it. Let's have 16-minute long mixes of fantastic jazz. That's where I'm at. That is definitely where I'm at.
Yeah.
Bless you.
So we have some other guests coming in today. We have Latoya coming in from the Westway Trust, because the Westway Trust she, as you know, is the events manager there. The Westway Trust is having a little triptych of events.
Yeah, okay.
The
You've
first one-
crowbarred that expression in there somewhere.
The
and
first
somehow.
one was last night, and it was really sweet. It was under the Westway, outside the Westway Trust, by those pods, by Charlene, Sister Size's pod.
Oh, cool.
And it was great. They were giving presents to the kids. They were turning some kind of lights on. I couldn't actually wait for the lights to go on.
Wow, okay.
That guy Fergus, who's a market stall holder up there on Goulburn,
Yeah.
he's got a new kind of social enterprise, which is just giving away really high-class items, clothing.
Wow, literally giving it away.
Literally giving it away.
Sounds bonkers.
I was beaten to a great Puma tracksuit top.
Puma, that was with a P, not an H.
Puma tracksuit top by Mickey P.
Oh,
who,
I haven't seen Mickey P
also
in a
wanted
while.
to give it to his young daughter.
Is he still hanging out at the Quiet Night Inn?
Yeah, he's doing
Oh, okay.
Wednesdays there. And
okay.
Charlene and Deborah Pandiva both found dresses they liked. And
Oh,
it was
cool.
all, it was all very jolly. Sam Shervington had just rolled up
Oh, cool.
with his camera
Brilliant.
as I had to wend my way.
Wow.
The second one, which is coming up, is, I can't remember where it is at all, but the third one,
We'll gloss over that then. Brilliant.
well, actually, Latoya can tell us about it.
Yay, good plan.
But the third one, which is 2 weeks today,
Yeah.
Friday the 20th,
Yeah.
it is a silent disco in Bay 57.
Oh, cool.
It's a kids disco at 5:30 till 7:30.
Lovely.
And an adult disco, 8:30 to 10:30.
Sounds brilliant.
Portobello Radio is providing the sound.
Oh,
The
lovely.
visuals are coming from Portobello Film Festival.
Gorgeous.
There are 3 different channels. At least we haven't quite decided how many of them will be live DJs mixing for your
Delectations. Yeah, for your headphones. Yeah, sorry. Bay 7 is the one between.
It's
so
the in-between one.
yeah, in between Niles's
Bay 56.
Bay 56.
And Dermot's Bay 58.
and bless him, God rest his soul, Dermot's Bay 58. Yeah. So it's that sort of little open area that sort of happened between the two. So yeah, it was also where I can't remember who it was, but some famous band filmed a video down there. Whatever. Come down and
loads
join
of
us.
It's where what's it called? Gustav Metzger used to auto-destruct, blow things up, blow his art up.
Oh yeah,
back
you're
in
right.
The
The
60s.
mutoid waste thing also happened down there. There's been a lot of quirky creativity going on in exactly that place.
Anyway, so we are there. We invite you to come and join us. It's free. I'm assuming there'll be a bar of some description, but
Let's
you can
hope
always
so.
go to W9 or Universal Wines.
You didn't get that from me.
No.
Brilliant. Yeah, man. It's going to be good fun. Silent disco means you wear a pair of headphones. So if you're not wearing a pair of headphones, then of course you're just listening to. Well, it's quite a bizarre experience actually. If you're not wearing it, particularly if they're listening to drum and bass, it's brilliant. Absolutely, all these people bouncing around in front of you, not a normal.
I like it when a couple of sing-along tracks come on and everyone sings out of tune.
Yeah.
Loudly into the air and no one walking
That'll
by
be
can
another
understand what the heck is going
fantastic surreal experience at a silent disco. So yeah, man, 3 channons on your headphones, which Portobello Radio, it sounds like, are going to be taking control of. So
on.
get involved with the airwaves IRL in real life down here on the Portobello Road next Friday. It sounds brilliant.
Anyway, Latoya will be in to talk more about that in a minute.
Yeah, man.
In the meantime, Jar Wobble.
Oh, Wild Jobble. We like him.
Jar Wobble is going out on tour next year.
Oh,
and
brilliant.
He's actually doing his own version of black metal box.
Oh,
Can
interesting.
you imagine that? Yeah.
Okay. all
Anyway, here's his version of Mel Torme's classic, Coming Home, Baby.
right. Oh, nice. See, that was deep, man. That was very, very deep.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that. I
such a
like
brilliant version of that. It's one of my favourite songs.
Yeah, man, it's brilliant.
I rediscovered it actually when I walked into the Pelican when it was under the guise of the Red Lemon.
Oh,
Where we
really?
used to go on a regular
Yeah.
basis for their half-price lunches on a Wednesday.
Well, you did. Wow. Wow.
Well, do you remember there was a period when Portobello Radio used to be able to dedicate quite a lot of the show to a delicious lunch for some deal. They had deals everywhere. They had deals at the Pelican. They had deals at the ground floor, what used to be the Colville.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're
Used
right.
to have a
You're right.
menu del dia over the
You, me, and Chris used to pop
that's
down
right.
there and have a little
There was a
little
rush.
business meeting.
Yeah, you had to get in by 1 o'clock, didn't
Yeah.
you? There was a kind of rush.
Yeah, man. No, we were blessed to be surrounded by such fantastic musicians and
Yeah.
wonderful guys that were up for dancing. It was great. It was really good fun. Really good fun. Good vibe.
Yeah, it was good
Albeit bloody chilly.
It
was really cold last year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
blimey.
chilly. It was was it on the solstice? 21st, 20th?
You
was
kind
around
of
that
build
time.
it as that.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
winter
man.
solstice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on a Sunday, wasn't it?
It was on a Sunday, I do believe. It was great.
It was good fun.
We were just talking about the solstice. It's at 9:19 a.m. on Saturday, 21st of December.
Is that when sun rises?
No, it's
shortest day.
the solstice is actually when the one of the poles is, I think, at its furthest distance from the sun for the entire year. So
Okay.
that's that's because that's what makes it dark. So
For the entire year? I don't get that.
no, it's the furthest away from the sun
Yeah,
that the Earth is.
at that time. Within the years.
Yeah, within
the
the
cycle.
year.
Got you. Sorry, I'm probably being a bit dumb.
There you are.
So I
being a
guess
bit
the summer
thick, actually.
solstice is kind of the opposite of that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
when
the
the
closest
sun's the
point.
closest.
Yeah.
We're
To the
Longest
pole.
day.
to the sun.
But I suppose
Yeah.
the key is the pole.
Yeah,
It's about the North Pole.
I don't know if it's about North or South Pole. I think it's just
It's
any
about
old
whatever
pole.
you want it to
Yeah.
be about.
Well, apparently so.
I think it's about the shortest distance. So it depends.
All right.
Sometimes it rotates that way. Sometimes.
So let's just
It
screw
rotates.
science for this conversation and move
No,
on.
we love science, and we are not going to put it in a box. Because it changes every year, doesn't it? There have been kind of parties back in the past. There have been fabulous parade last year.
Yeah.
This year you've chosen to break it into 3 smaller events. What's the thinking?
In all honesty, people were asking me if I was going to do the parade again this year. And I thought not to do the parade this year, not because it didn't go well, but just because it was a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought I'm just going to keep it calm this year. But then I've ended up doing 3 events, so that kind of went out the window. Also, I like to mix it up a bit as well. Maybe might do the parade again next year.
We were very lucky last year with the weather because it was, it was cold, but it was very clear.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it was. It was physically cold, but it didn't feel like it was cold because everyone was
No,
in
it
the
was sunny,
spirit.
Yeah.
And Samba Wednesday, they had beautiful dancers.
Wasn't it?
Just kind of.
Wasn't it? The whole thing was amazing.
Yeah.
It made for some brilliant photographs, which happened to be
Yeah.
on the wall next to Bay. Oh,
You're there.
enjoying the Winter Festival. I had a work ex with me this year, as I do most years. And Isaac out there, who I might be seeing tomorrow, and his dad Chaz, and possibly even his mum Nikki. And I had the great pleasure of walking them down Acklam Road, because that's kind of where I work, and was able to go, look, it's me on the wall. And so he was so chuffed, bless him. The picture that I took of me and him in front of a picture of me and Piers, he then later on plastered on the side of a mug and sent it to me as a little thank you gift.
Brilliant.
So I've got a pair. That is all. That whole wall plus Greg.
I
plus
would
the
love to
bike,
see that.
And I'm in it.
And you're in it
Yeah,
as
that
well.
must really
you know.
cheer you up in the mornings.
It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So no, it's brilliant. It was a good event, and we managed to sort of indelibly seal it on the side of a mug in the end.
I would
Brilliant.
love to see that.
Yeah, man.
Loads of people have kind of asked me about the parade this year and
Yeah.
whether it's going to happen, and maybe we'll do it next year. But I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to the arcade tour and also the silent disco.
Wonderful.
So at 5:30, it's the kids' version of the silent disco,
Cool.
and then at 8:30, it's the adults' version of silent disco.
Whey!
And
Bring
it's-
on the grown-ups.
Bring on the grown-ups.
Bring on the
So we might even do this very show down there. We're not too sure. We haven't quite decided whether that's on the remit or not. But
Yeah, I
we do
think
have
we're
a
definitely thinking about it.
a total portable environment nowadays, so we
We'd
can
love for you
we can
to
just
do it down
rock
there.
up on a droidio or something and get on with it, can't we?
Yeah, I mean, the other thing, of course, is Charlie Phillips is coming. Charlie, one of the reasons we might move is because Charlie's having multiple events here in the Muse.
Oh,
and,
cool.
no one's really told us about what they are.
Oh, what are they? Do you know? Or is it secret?
No, someone's
Someone's got to turn up soon and let us know. Well, apart from Charlie Phillips Photography that we all know
Yeah,
about, and
yeah,
that's going to be
yeah.
happening in here next week, I think.
Oh, have to
Or
come
certainly
down.
when this one closes. What does that say? The 15th of December is when this current exhibition closes, which is spectacular. If you haven't come down here and checked it out yet, then you need to. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. 20 years of the
absolutely,
Muse.
20 years of Muse history.
Yeah, man. But if you missed that one, then from the 17th or 18th of December, it's going to be Charlie Phillips. Amazing. Who's going to pop on this show in a wee while with a bit of luck? If we can drag him out of
a bit
Mitchell.
of luck. And the other, and our other guest, who hopefully will also arrive before the end of the show, is Jo. We've met her actually at the Irish Cultural Centre. Jo works at the BBC. She lives in Inham Road, and she is here to talk about the buildings that they are putting up alongside the Playground Theatre. They're talking about a series of 7-storey buildings there, which
Oh, my
will,
goodness. Wow.
yeah, I mean, it'll mess up your view if you live up there.
Well, I mean, it's a view of a railway
Residential?
track.
No, it's unclear. It's unclear.
Interesting.
In a minute or two, I'd love to come back and talk to you about the spaces, because part of the
For sure.
reason you've done this is to show off some of the new
Yeah.
spaces.
Yeah.
We might just have a bit of Joubert singing. How is Bay 57?
It's an orange gate that can be opened.
Ah.
And to be, welcome the community. So anyone that has an idea to do an event can, if they want to do an event, not just at Bay 57, but also other parts of our estate, propose an event and let's talk and have a conversation. We also offer some grants, celebration events grant, twice a year, so we can also potentially fund events that people propose to. But it's more about inclusivity rather than exclusivity, for sure.
And it's obviously a good idea to showcase the arcade, because that's always... For some reason, people are a tiny bit reluctant to go into the arcade, aren't they? I don't know what that
I don't know what that is either, because... on the 12th is to shine a light on that, because it is kind of a hidden gem in Portobello Road, and especially when the market's on from Friday to Sunday, it's people kind of overlook Portobello Arcade, and when they do wander into the arcade, they're bound to find some beautiful gems. So
No, I mean,
there's
there is definitely some fantastic stuff in there.
Yeah.
It's been a good year for the trust, would you say?
It's been a good year from my point of view in terms of events. I can talk about events, and we've had some really great events on the Green. We had like Jamaican Independence Day that's growing. We've had Trinidad and Tobago Independence Day, which was kind of put together by ISIS, who you guys know, familiar with.
We should have apologised for the fact she's not here. But she is fine, don't worry. She's just very busy.
Yeah, and Sakia, she also works with quite a few different people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of activity that's going on the Green. There's other spaces that we have that we want to promote as well. We had a yo-yo event in June.
We like yo-yo. They do pop-ups.
They're amazing.
They do the best pop-ups.
They're such cool people as well.
Yeah.
Like so down to earth and have that kind of counterculture vibe that I like, as well. And
a bit naughty.
a little bit naughty,
Yeah.
a little bit mischievous. I like a bit mischievous.
We
and
all do.
just
We all do.
doing your thing, a bit punk, a bit DIY.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're talking to punk and DIY. Yo-yo down underneath the Westway outside the sports earlier on this year. Was that not the case?
in
You
June.
managed to get down there,
Yeah, I
didn't
was
you?
down there,
Yeah, man.
Mark Ronson was headlining.
Oh, yeah, he did it a few weeks
Seb
ago.
was also, and Moss.
And I think that's partly run by Femi, isn't it? Femi, who's Gary McPherson's daughter. Gary of the Rotten Hill Gang, who is also now a novelist.
Wow.
Who'd have thought it?
Wow.
Who's Gary?
Yellow glasses.
He was in ukulele last night.
Was he? There you go. He gets
That's
about
good.
that one. He gets about. Lovely geezer. Lovely
but
shout.
I work closely with Seb and Moss, who kind of run Yo-Yo.
Brilliant.
Amongst their team, Natalia. They're just great people. So always, it's really lovely. That's one of the parts of the job, really, kind of working with people that just so infused and they're doing it because they want to do it and they're doing it for the sake of community. And that's definitely part of the job. So we're going to be talking with them soon. Hopefully we're doing some more events next year.
Lovely.
But anyone's welcome to propose an event and to host an event and So
what kind of events are you looking for?
Not necessarily looking for any in particular,
right.
but
what kind of events would be acceptable?
just as as long as it's community orientated.
All right.
We provide our spaces for free
Yeah.
if it's community orientated.
There's
It's
a list
welcoming,
of 6
going back to
things on the
Westway
Westway
Trust.
Trust website that you need to address. You know,
Okay, please
kind
don't ask
of
me.
engagement, cultural enrichment,
Yeah, social impact.
isolation.
Yeah.
How interesting.
Yeah.
All
Local
right, so
economy.
bondage festival's out of the question then. All right.
Of course it is.
Well, yeah, we'll try and accommodate as
Yeah.
much as we can.
No, I have to. You pull someone in to help the trust people from, to choose who might get awarded the money, and I was that person for the most
Yeah,
recent
the
round.
panel,
It was
yes.
it's quite interesting seeing. I mean, as a lot of people know, I was at the trust for a little while back in the day.
Wow.
It's quite interesting the way it's changed and moved on, and
Oh, educate
most
me.
in-
I've only been there for 2 years. So.
the most interesting thing in a way is 5-6 years ago, almost every event that came in was proposed by someone who was kind of already a promoter,
Right.
someone who was already quite experienced. Whereas now, for good or bad, there's lots of things coming in from people who haven't necessarily done it 1,000 times before, which is great. I mean, and I'm sure you give them a certain amount of help and support so that they don't fall on their face.
Yeah, I mean, my role as event manager is to support and empower people that want to do events, and yeah, it varies from people that have rich history of event management, and some people that just have the idea. So I kind of help shape that. So just kind of, I act more as a guide more than anything because I want to provide tools so people can take, be able to do an event anywhere outside of Westway Trust, at Westway Trust, but also anywhere.
Okay.
So yeah, and also just kind of
Make it happen.
make it happen
Make
as
it
much as they
happen,
can. But
yeah.
it's at the end of the day, it's their event, and I'll just make sure that they kind of, up to scratch with any legal requirements or health and safety. But other
Oh,
than
the-
that, it's just making sure that
Yeah, the other
event
thing that's
is-
changed is the amount of paperwork. 6 years.
Oh, do you reckon?
Even 6 years ago, no one did a risk assessment.
That's because I came in. Yeah, that's purely for
The
safety.
toy with the
and-
clipboard.
I mean, coming the person I don't want to be.
Wow.
Thank you,
No, no,
Latoya. How do people stay in touch with everything that's going on? I mean, you obviously can go on the website, but you also have a weekly newsletter.
Yeah, we have a newsletter called Inside Lane. So if you sign up, then you can receive information as to what's going on, not just with events, but all stuff that's going on with Westway Trust. Because I think, in speaking with people, I think I wonder how much people realise all the different types of work that Westway Trust actually does. But yeah, the Inside Lane for our social media channels, but also this community a lot is word of mouth. So it's really nice getting to know people. And just kind of talking about what's going on and sharing their ideas as well, and seeing how we can work together, or me pointing them in the right direction as to what they might need help with the trust.
Or you can follow the trust on social media.
And that as
Why
well.
not?
Yeah.
Thank you, Latoya.
Thank you for having me.
If anyone is going to come to the kids' disco, which is 5:30 to 7:30, silent disco on the 20th, send us some requests.
Yes,
'Cause
indeed.
we're not 100% sure what we're going to play.
Who knows?
I do know we're going to play Dance Monkey. In fact, I might.
Oh, that's a good tune.
I know.
To
And
be fair, that is a very good
I
tune.
do have a whole load of tunes that were suggested by the kids of Colville,
Oh, good.
who Toby and I did, and Faye did a series of radio shows at the base of Trellick a couple of years ago,
Something
3
like
years
that,
ago.
yeah. I
and
lose
we got-
count. It's been nearly 10 years, you know.
I know.
Wow.
News about that. We have an event at the Tabernacle on the 18th of January.
2025. That's the first event of 2025. You need to be there,
what
man.
event is that?
It's Portobello Radio's 10th birthday party.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Come on. It's going to be
Yes.
bro. Absolutely bro.
Then
I'll
we're
be
going
there.
to big school after that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, someone is anyway.
Thank you, Latoya.
Thank you,
you.
Latoya. Have a good weekend. In space.
Yeah, found it. Okay, so December the 8th, it's between 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. A pop-up market, lots of stalls with all kinds of delights and handmade gifts and wreath making.
Ooh, sounds good.
There's organic food and hair and skin products, local poets, acoustic music, talk
Amazing.
building consultation,
Brilliant.
Brazilian drum and dance, back to Axe, hot foods from around the world.
Beautiful.
And that is basically outside the Maxilla Social Club.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful down there in W10. Love it.
Great. We're going to play Massilia Sound System, and then we're going to join our next guest.
Vraiment beaucoup plus grande que Marseille. À Paris, j'ai vu au moins 50 cannebières. Quel exagérateur, alors. 50 cannebières.
Un peu partout, tout le monde dit que la plus belle ville du monde est sans doute Paris. Ça ne me vexe pas, au contraire je ris. J'instaure le débat et je vais être... J'écris une épitaphe, encore 2 ou 3 taffes. J'enterre la tristesse et le stress. Je profite du rythme, j'assure l'intérim. J'évacue la pression, je me redresse. Fais bouger tes pieds, tes genoux, tes hanches et puis tes épaules. Plus on rit, plus il y a de fous, plus on est fou, plus on rigole. Il faut chanter avec passion, organiser des farandoles. Écoute, fais bien attention et apprends vite les paroles.
C'est un rendez-vous à Marseille, là sur le quai. Voyage au pays des merveilles, ensoleillé. C'est un rendez-vous, dépêchez-vous, avec la cité qui vous rendra fou.
Yeah, that is RDV, Rendezvous à Marseille by Massilia Sound System. If you ever go to Marseille, check him out. We have our next guest in the studio. We have Avadni here. Yeah, that's right. I just checked that the mic is on, which, yeah. There's Grace. Hello, Grace. We have Avadni. Avadni, welcome to the Muse.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Avadni, you're here because you've got a show on at the Tabernacle.
Yeah.
In the gallery.
Yeah, I've been invited by the wonderful Juliet of Artful Girly to
This is Juliet. Hi, Juliet.
make
As you.
Got my own mic. Hello.
yeah, to make the Tabernacle my home for the week with a pop-up art show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how's it going? I mean, I've had a very brief look at your pictures. They're rather beautiful portraits. Tell me about your work. What's it all about?
My work is really rooted in my identity as a British Caribbean woman and inspired by the Windrush generation and the legacy that it's left behind. So I'm really about people, nostalgia, belonging, identity. And so I want to create artwork that just connects with everybody. And I think even in the first few moments of the show this week, the people that said that they didn't think that art was for them, that came into the show and said it felt like home, and they even made their first art purchases. That's what I'm doing it for. So it's been great.
No, it's great when people actually buy art.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Art's for everyone.
Art is for everyone, yeah.
Now, we're actually towards the end of your show. This goes out live on a Friday. And you will be leaving here in a moment to go to the Tabernacle, which we rammed full of people for Swing and Dine.
Yeah.
Which we urge people to go and check out.
Yeah, man, it's a brilliant, brilliant night. Swing and Dine down there at the Tabernacle. We love it. Absolutely love it.
I can't wait.
And you
I've
guys
seen
are going to be
video.
part of the backdrop. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's going to be bro.
Yeah.
Method to the madness. This is the artful girly way. Bring the art to the community, not the other way around.
Yeah, good plan. I like it. I like it. Maybe it's a bit of both.
Yeah. I think after they've had a couple of Ray and Nephew, you might be able to sell them, a few pictures.
Just strike a pose in front of that piece of artwork. Job done. Love it. Love it. Whereabouts in the Tabernacle are you?
Well,
in the gallery.
Yeah, the Tabernacle has a
Wow.
gallery.
Yeah. In the back left-hand corner.
Yeah, right.
How
in the
very
left corner.
posh. I like it. I like it.
We
Brilliant.
used to be at the Tabernacle.
Far from the bar.
Yeah, well, that's
very
the point.
close to the bar.
Really close.
We used to be at the Tabernacle all the time doing Saturday sessions on a Saturday, live DJs.
Yeah, man.
But it's so packed, it's so full at the Tab now, we can't get in.
It's true. It's absolutely true. Our booking for Christmas was bumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We had to resign ourselves to just celebrating our birthday in January instead. But they've always been wonderfully accommodating. It's a great space. It's a fantastic space and a great vibe.
It's a great space. Julie, tell us about your organisation.
Well,
You have to do it into the mic though. Even,
yes, I better stop recording. So, I wouldn't call myself an organisation, and I'm loath to call myself a gallery yet. However, I'm a very, very passionate member of my community, and the Tabernacle is a second home for me. I used to play for Mangrove Steel Pan back in the day, and my picture's on the wall, as is my father's. He was one of the earlier members of the band. And he taught there for some time after Boots. Remember Boots? Boots used to teach pan there, and then my dad took over, and I assisted my dad, but I also played for Mangrove as well. So I've seen lots of artists come and go from the space, and when you're raising a small child and it's raining, the best place to go and exercise your child away from your house is the Tabernacle. So and I remember wandering around that gallery with my daughter when she was 2, and there was a wonderful artist there called Shiri Achu, and that's where I bought my first print from. And I saw on Instagram that Shiri sold her master of the piece that I bought in 2014 just the other day, 10 years down the line. And I'd been thinking, I could pop up artists. I know what to do. I know how to lay out a shop. I just have to find the right people. And then so many series of wonderfully fortunate events happened, and I was introduced to Evadne, and it's just been an absolute dream. We've put it together, and I couldn't be prouder. Hopefully she's the first of many.
Yeah. Evadne, tell us a little bit about your background as an artist.
Yeah, well, I actually came back into art in the lockdown. It started as just an activity to do with my kids for homeschool, and as soon as I started doing some pieces for myself, I realized that it's very therapeutic. I can't recommend enough to anyone how important it is to find something that is creative as an outlet. And then friends started asking if I was selling, and then I started to sell my pieces, and it's just grown and grown and grown to awards and being on TV last year Portrait Artist of the Year. I was in the semi-final.
Give her her
My
props.
pieces are selling. The series that's in the Tabernacle this week was actually a solo show in the Black Cultural Archives last year in Brixton. So it's really nice for me to get that out of the studio and bring that to a different community.
Get it in front of people.
Yeah.
I
And
think it does need to go to a public space,
Yeah,
though,
it
as a
does.
collective. It
It
needs to be
does.
on loan somewhere where the public can see and enjoy and really connect with what you managed to capture on those 4
Yeah.
canvases.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful stuff.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
series is it's called Proverbs of the Windrush Child, and it was taking the focus away from the adults on the boat and just thinking about the children who were caught up in that mass migration and how it might have impacted them. So I think the stories which are written on the canvases always seem to connect with the people who read them. So yeah, get down
Amazing.
and see
It's
them.
quite vibrant.
Yeah.
The art, you love your colour and you
Oh, yeah.
and luminance in the colour. Really works. Really works well. Do you see Uncle Mex? Brother Mecca in the house, which is brilliant. He'll pop on the mic again in a minute once we're once we're up for the next ones. And Uncle Charlie's apparently running a little bit late, but hopefully we get to see him before the end of this show.
Did we get a
We got a
message?
message
Oh,
from
great.
reception, darling.
Oh, great. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
How very grand.
How really grand. It's not really that grand. It was Eleni, our wonderful person who looks after us down here at the Muse. So yeah. So you guys are finishing up tomorrow, and then what's next after this lovely exhibition?
Yeah, I've got a couple of more exhibitions to end the year, and then I'm going to go into hibernation mode and do lots more new works.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, good.
How do people follow you on social media? Because it's
Yeah.
possible that they may not be able to get
Yeah.
down to the tab this
So
weekend.
I have an annoyingly complicated but beautiful name, so I have to spell it out for you. So my website is evadney.art. It's YVADNEY.art, and I'm on Instagram, Evadney Davis Art.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Beautiful work. Beautiful place you're showing it. There'll be
really
beautiful
beautiful.
people there tonight.
Good vibes.
Yes, there will.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very good vibes. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Thank you so
Wonderful.
much for
Thank you for
coming.
having
for
us.
having
And
us.
I
Wonderful.
hope-
Pleasure. Real pleasure.
Juliet, Artful Girly, keep an eye out at the Tabernacle. I will coincide with the reggae night for the rest of the year, but not January.
Yay.
Everybody takes a break in January.
Oh.
So,
Fair bombers.
yeah, watch this
Yeah.
space. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
And I hope you'll be back to tell us about what your next project is.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, Piers.
Wicked.
Swing and
Absolutely
Dine, of course. Someone will be down there tonight. Is Alexia Coley.
Lovely. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you, Evadney.
Gone by the days I share my world with you. I'm taking back my life. Promises you made to me sadly were all untrue. No more wasting precious time. I'm not wasting anymore. I don't wanna be no hopeless fool for love. All I
Yeah, that is Alexia. She can have all our loving whenever she wants.
Wow.
That
Good
is
tune.
Soul
Good tune.
Revivers
Yeah, man.
on the Grove, and as you may or may not know, that was produced by Nick Manassa,
Oh,
great
wow.
friend of this station. That's the one that has all the Ernest Wrangling guitar that was played down the telephone.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Genius.
Now, Greg, be serious
man.
for a moment. There's quite a lot of violence on the streets at the moment.
There is.
There were
Desperately
apparently 2 stabbings this week on the same day.
No way.
A Deliveroo driver, moped guy, got stabbed. The week before, the gentleman in a car with his daughter got shot up there at Teletubbies. We had part of your family,
Yeah, man.
Taquan,
Bless.
was shot
Yeah.
up there on Bravington,
Road.
3 or 4 weeks ago now.
No, more than that. It
Is
was,
it?
yeah, it's nearly 6 weeks ago or something. It's September the 4th or something. Horrible,
Yeah.
horrible, horrible. Yeah, man. The Crime Stoppers guys have very sweetly put a donation in, offering a reward of £20,000. That's an awful lot of money, man. 20 grand to anyone whose information helps solve the murder of Taquan Stephen Walters. It's ripped a hole through the community up there. I've got close connections with the Avenues Youth Club and lots of the other places up there. Our Mex, who's in the building, also sort of grew up around that way as well.
Yes, I.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
I.
So it's been. Well, you were at the funeral with me.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's no way I couldn't attend there because as a little boy, I mean, we was on DBC at 12, right? But I know Pamela Walters, Paula Walters. These girls used to rave with my sister. I grew up in Miss Brown's house. This is Taquan's grandmother.
Yeah.
So when I heard that, I just know Taquan as a personal trainer, a graduate, and a peer mentor for his own generation. It's not a shame, it's actually a disgrace. And this year, a lot of the bigger heads started off with people like Monster, big up Uncle Cheddar, some of the gentlemen from the original proprietors of the All Saints Road, when the Jamaican politicians came up here. We're not trying to glamorize nothing of the past, but we're trying to educate from the future. And a lot of these youths don't realize about, you have civil law, you have criminal law, and crime doesn't pay forever. However, you have prison law, and this is something that people do not realize, and this is something that people need to be educated about. And there's a reward out for this, And
There is 20 grand.
Yeah.
If you can get in contact with Crime Stoppers, I'll just sort of read out the stuff that Crime Stoppers has released as its general information now. Taquan, aged 28, was shot at close range by a suspect riding a white Honda moped at around 11:05 p.m. on Wednesday, the 4th of September 2024. Happened in Bravington Road. Found suffering from gunshot injuries, and despite the best efforts of emergency services, he unfortunately died at the scene. So there you go. Crime Stoppers 0800. Let me get the number up. 0800 555 111. All information is anonymous. It doesn't. They do not do 1471 facility. They got no way of looking up who it is who's calling them on that number. Otherwise, you go online, crimestoppers.org.uk. Sorry, uk.org. Crimestoppers-uk.org. Get it right, Greg. And again, if you enter any details in that website, they have nowhere tracing your IP addresses or anything. It is all totally anonymous. So if you've got any information, you saw some young lads farting around on the South Kilburn estate on a white moped on that evening, Wednesday the 4th of September, or indeed you just have overheard people talking up there in North Westminster, in South Kilburn area, then do get in contact. It's totally anonymous, and nothing's ever going to bring our man back. Bam, as he was known in the area.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to bring Bam back. But it would give some kind of reconciliation for the family to know that the person who was responsible for it had now been taken to task. It would be lovely. Just getting that equality, just getting equilibrium returned to the situation would help a lot.
I know you're personally feeling it too, Greg, because it's your family. But they use them; they create a different level of history. And rest in peace also to Komari, who put me in the mind of myself, where I done a restorational solutions course. And DJ Peanut, who's his father now, he died outside the academy near Harlesden. A great school, a large building, with so much opportunities. But it's his peers from school that used computer technology and Facebook and done their own Crime Stoppers and got the guy arrested within their age group. So, people talking, it's the streets, innit? These things don't, you just look at the statistics, law isn't the same no more, so.
It isn't, and well, like you've already pointed out, nothing pays. It's a ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous loss of life, and it's a ridiculous lifestyle, man. Stop watching TV and these shit shoot up bloody movies, etc., etc., etc. Live life and let other people live life. Enjoy life.
And we will have, ongoing. I mean, it goes without saying. Just speaking for the whole of Harrow Road and the Mozart Estate community, there will be most certainly memorials, and I'm surprised someone hasn't started a foundation in his name, because when positive people doing positive works die innocently, that's when we got to really give our community head a shake there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so if you know anything, go on to Crime Stoppers.
You think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? And did I get you to trade your heroes for ghosts? Hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cold breeze, cold comfort for change. And did you exchange a walk on a part in the war for a lead role in a cage? Fears. Oh, I wish you were here. So you think you can We just two lost souls swimming in a flood. Year after year, we're running over the same old ground. What we found, the same old fears.
Yeah, that is Alpha Blondie. I wish you were here. The show goes on, and we're getting a number of guests who are going to be turning up in the last dying moments. We have Joe, who's coming over from Latimer Road. There's a big meeting on Monday night. There's about a week left to put in your objections to what's going on there in Latimer Road. So I was appraised of the situation the other day, and they are putting up these monstrous buildings, which are going to block out all the light, certainly for everyone in Latimer Road, certainly for everyone in Inham Road. So that's not ideal. Charlie Phillips is on his way. He's coming up from South London. And we got Mecca in the house. Mecca, welcome to the show. You wanted to talk about something. Have you
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We got a mic.
Yeah, the Rockstone voice come out. Like, you know. Yeah, basically, I just like to state something of very, very serious importance. Within a fortnight, I heard that Russ called Stepa Naphtali, proprietor and one of the real legendary comrades of the All Saints Road, and also the Brixton frontline of Railton Road, and a real community elder and a leader for the youths, you know. And all of the youths, them from me that bus before, enough of them can tell you, he very recently passed, and you know, I'm kind of even within my own multitude of feelings. So there will be a tribute show coming, but I can't predict whether it's this weekend or next weekend. Now, I wish to also send condolences to Jado and the entire family, yeah? 'Cause when I'm telling you, I've never seen the community centre in Brixton that packed, you know, and I've been to some funerals for
Where
some
is it?
legends.
Where is the community centre in Brixton?
Right near Tulse Hill, a main community centre, you know, which represents Brixton.
Is this Blacker's mate, Neptali?
Blacker Dread was there. Lloydie Coxon was playing there. Stephen Knapp was original Coxon, you know.
Neptali's kind of Blacker's right-hand man in all those films that Molly Deneen made.
Well, you know, at first I thought this can't be real, because some people mix up Stepper Knapp with Stepper Dan from Brixton, but not that Naphtali. Original Stepper Knapp, you know. I'm surprised they don't write book about that hygiene there, you know what I mean? So, you know, Stepper, keep on rising high and rising power, Jah Rastafari. Every time, because me belong to the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Point 2. For all of the Italists, which in years later they translated that to the fashionable wording of veganism. I just want to big up Ras Tafaris, a recording artist, who is the proprietor of a place called Simi's Kitchen, to be opened in January. So check the show reels all over social media platforms. And I would just like to touch on the late great Tiquan. Yeah, people where I come from in the Grove and the mangrove alone, a lot of people may not know this, but that is an actual tree of intertwined roots. And
I love the mangrove, and it lives like in the shallows of the
Yeah,
sea, so
yeah.
it doesn't mind salt water as well. They're really interesting, really, and harbour a huge amount of life.
Precisely.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, the mangrove elders, the mangrove CIC, who already send their condolences. We have things in the pipeline next year. And then you have Mozart Estate, which was always one, regardless of the little mustering with Mexico and Arrow. We was always one. You know what I mean? For the last how many years? So you can't make the youth then mash up a generational thing.
Good point. Good point.
That's
yeah.
how the elders are coming out. So there are not just events, there are educational, serious, militant, cut the cancer of negativity out a certain area, because a lot of these youths don't realize that it's people's mother that know people's mother, and people's uncle that know people's brother, and people that used to lick out against one another, that friend, and then they don't know what their children are doing. So if you see your son coming in with too much Nike and too much jewels, talk to him, man. You might all save him life. And that's
True.
all I really have to say.
True. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hi, this is Madame Zarvis, and I'm in the house, but I just don't understand how these children aren't educated to know that they are all intertwined. And why doesn't somebody say something on a daily basis, about their friends and neighbors that they know so well, so that the children are understanding.
Back in our day, we had youth clubs, and so therefore there were mentors. There were people who could, look after the kids. From a moral perspective as well as everything else, and there's no funding in any of that anymore. There's no youth clubs. There's nothing for the kids basically, apart from TikTok and Amazon.
And their children
and
their family. I mean, I think the family is the starting point of all of this. You're saying that the youth clubs were that.
They were a different connection, rather like a grandchild and a grandparent have an amazingly good bond, because they're not actually that close, but they're incredibly close, if you know what I mean. And it's the same with a youth worker. If you've got a youth worker down the youth club, they could only be a couple of years older than you, but they are still in a position of responsibility and take that on their shoulders, and they're able to impart great knowledge on the slightly younger ones.
Oh, I don't know. I think it has to come from the family. But that when you had connections down here, they used to have a recording studio in there, and they used to have a green screen film studio in there. And as soon as they closed connections, they tore it out. And all I saw were local black kids recording, and I didn't see anybody filming, because I don't think they had an instructor for film.
It's institutions like that no longer exist. They're not profitable, and therefore, why do we have them?
You see crime, yeah? Rest in peace, BDK, Billy the Kid. You have all of these rap cultures and all of these kind of stuff. Nowadays crime, is black and white. The rap culture is white and black. And you have some real unfortunate youth serving lives that are white and black. And the multicultural situation in Ladbroke Grove and the hip hop culture that has graduated from a black culture to a multicultural culture, unfortunately has gangster rap in it. So youth clubs were families where parents know where other parents' children are. The iconic Kensal Club has recently been gentrified into flats. How much can they do this?
Well, they're going to do it because that's what they want in London. They're very, very grubby and very, very greedy.
Precisely.
Which is unfortunate. So you have to, we have a voice, and you can bring up and debate whether these things should go on. And people say, we can't get any difference, or whatever's happening in Latimer Road. You've got to demonstrate, and you've got to get out there. And if they say, tick this box, what do you think as a resident? You just got to tick the box and attend the meetings so that they don't just get their way. Just isn't fair to say
less apathy. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it's
not that simplistic. It's not that simplistic. I grew up spoiled. I served 12 years, 24 years in concurrent sentences for firearms offences. Yeah, I'm an example. I write criminal rehabilitation programs. This was a very long time ago. They put us in book. It is not that simple. Some kids do not hear. Some kids have to feel. Some kids take more than just hearing. Congratulations to patient people like Doreen Davis, MBE. It's not that simple. People such as Randolph, Carol, Sweetie Irie's father, who's worked his way with the youth till he's worked his way right up into being a member of the British Empire, got that from the royal family. There are many people that are still continuously working with youths. And still cannot change their lives. It's not that simplistic. You have psychology, you have family. It's just a big, long, complicated list. And, you have to remember something. The short, sharp treatment doesn't exist. You have children killing children at 15.
No, but we're not talking about the children here, because they don't pay taxes. If you don't want those flats up, or you don't want them to gentrify Portobello Road, it's the parents who have to go after ticking those boxes, because they're part of the system. The kids are part of the parent system, but not the parents who are the ones that are being asked, do you like what's happening to Portobello Road? No, I don't like what's happening to Portobello Road. No, I don't think it's a good idea, Latimer Road, to.
I hear you, Madam Zarbi.
But I
You
think-
know what I
I
mean?
think- I think
Primary,
that-
you're talking about
agree
two
with
different levels.
Mecca in the fact that it's not that simple, and certainly
It's
as
not
far
that
as
simple.
as far as
But the apathy is
people
there.
from social housing environments are concerned, they're not taken as seriously as people who already have mortgages and own their own houses. You know, things like this are quite apparent in our world. You know, when it comes to debate, when it comes to open forums, when it comes to the council asking whether or not we agree. You know, I mean, all of Piers' area objected to a block of flats being built on a very small piece of land that the tree-wise men had occupied for the last.
The 24 trees, plane trees that got cut down.
No, I'm talking about a space up the road from Piers', and even with all of their might, they couldn't stop that building from being built. The bottom line is if someone comes in with shed loads of money and goes to the council, I want to build a building there, it happens. The building gets built.
No,
it's about the money. It's about the money.
Yeah, it is about the money. But
Yeah.
if they don't get the okay from the council, all they need is the mayor's okay that can override any council and get that building
Have
built.
you met our local mayor?
No, I haven't met your local mayor, but
Hey,
but
it's all
am
good,
I
but
on or off?
it's all
I don't feel
desperately corrupt, unfortunately, and so this
Bro,
is the
you know,
result of the
it's-
desperately
Well, we
corrupt
just
system
need
that
to
we live
say
in.
this
You know,
and open it
the
up
kids,
a little
gen-
bit,
genuinely,
we won 40 years institutional racism from when they built the motorway. More than one child has died through carbon monoxide pollution. What have we really gained apart from a review? Yeah, we get a review,
Well, they
give
have
them a
done
nightclub,
units for
you know.
24 hours, and they didn't like Richie Sunak doing that, and it was a necessary thing, or you're going to end up like Los Angeles, where more than one child dies
You just
in a
tick
year.
the boxes, the politicians, and I come from a family of my
Well,
late
no, I'm
mother.
saying
you know,
they
I know a lot
didn't
about
like him for
politicians.
that.
what
They
we're
got
going to
rid of
do
him.
is we're going to have a quick tune and come back with something far more happy.
Oh no!
We
I-
don't come
I've
against
got a
selector.
happy spot for women.
Yeah, that is Harry J. All Stars Hang 'em High. That has such a beautiful cover, that record. We are delighted that our next guest has made it to the studio, coming hightailing from White City or from, Broadcasting House. Yeah. It's you, Greg. Joe Hutton, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi. Joe, you're here to talk to us about what's going on in Latimer Road. As most people will know, Latimer Road is not actually near the station. It's where the Playground Theatre is. It's where Ariadne's Nectar is. And
was,
yes. I'd like to think might still come back, but it's a road up there in the northwest bit of the borough. It's actually the railway line that runs alongside it is the border of the borough, bordering Hammersmith and Fulham. But there's a plan afoot to build some really big buildings along that area where the warehouses are at the moment. What do we know?
So there's one building which is this is where you might know the industrial units that are 1 story high that have been there since the 70s. And they want to replace them. Those are all occupied by small creative businesses. They want to flatten them and replace them with 5-story, extremely ugly, very dense, light stealing buildings, of which the top floors will be residential and the ground floors will be offices, which will most likely be empty evenings and weekends, and will completely change the character of that street.
So that kind of includes Kids on the Green, who's in those buildings.
It does.
It's the old Buff base, wasn't it? You know, back
Exactly.
in the day. SO
Theatre.
Media, lovely mates of mine. They're there as well, aren't they?
Exactly.
They do kit hire for television shows. Yeah, man. Yeah. A lot of businesses there. Yeah.
They really are. Yeah.
Wow.
Very welcoming, and you can find
Who are welcoming?
The studios.
The studios there are, they have a very warm view when you go up that street looking for the Playground Theatre. They're all very nice, and when there are fabulous people there, they just emanate differently, and it's likable, and you can spend time there very easily.
Yeah, but I have to say we're not against the development of that side of the street. I guess those buildings have reached their sell-by, I don't know, but we just don't want these massive, great big behemoths sort of blocking all our light and
because they're
completely
going
changing
to cast shadows everywhere. I mean, of course, this is the week that Keir Starmer got up on his podium and said he was going to stop the NIMBYs blocking development, which, there's a bit of us that says, yeah, go Keir. But on the other hand, it's unfair to paint everyone who objects to construction, quite often what seems to be construction for the sake of construction. It's unfair to blacken everyone's name as a NIMBY, isn't it?
Certainly in our case, because we're not blocking, as I said, the construction, but we just want some consultation. There's been no consultation. There is a design code that's been ignored. The height of the buildings is 5 or 6 metres higher than was agreed. What else can I say? We particularly want to have the creative industries in that street. It really needs it. It could be fabulous. Could have cafes. It could be great. But they're choosing these really ugly. The Imperial site.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's
the
that
Imperial
kind of
site
not
is
as high,
just a monster.
not as high to be fair, but it's that kind of thick, dense, cladded.
I've seen the artist.
Hideousness.
Yeah, I've seen the artist impression. It's that kind of identikit, sort of very solid, two-tone brown, isn't it? That you see all around South Kilburn, all the way down by the.
I thought you meant South Kensington. My God, it's even there a monster. A monster just going up that road and.
But they're determined to do it. At the last meeting, the planning officer who was advocating that they accept it, I shouldn't say blatantly lied, but blatantly was very creative with the truth. Because one of our people is an architect, Martin Murphy, well-respected architect in the area, pointed out that the proposed buildings are too near the overhead railway lines. And she jumped in and said that there are no railway lines, overhead railway lines, which there blatantly are. So that would have been a kind of clear-cut health and safety reason for not doing it. They just denied it, you know.
What happened to the Royal Architectural, RIBA, is it? I mean, is there nobody that's capable of designing something fabulous up that street for everybody? And why have empty offices on the ground floor?
I know,
it's
horrible.
just pathetic that they, you know, I don't care how famous anybody is. Why is it not getting the demand for artistic?
Strangely, the owner of this building, which is Martin Effson's 7LR or something, he used to own Farrow and Ball. So you'd think he might have a bit better taste, but
they sold out.
Yeah.
I think they sold to a large company. I heard that. Yeah, they made their money and ran.
Do you think, sorry, my bad. Do you think that one of the reasons it's so difficult to object is that this lies pretty much on the boundary? And Hammersmith and Fulham probably don't have a statutory duty to tell you.
Unfortunately, we've been taken out of Hammersmith and Fulham.
Are you back in RBKC?
No, we never were. We were in Acton.
You're in Acton now?
Yeah, yeah, which is very strange and bizarre. But we have been
How long has that been going on?
Since the last election.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't think that's necessarily to do with it. But you're right. Being across the border means we don't actually have a voice. But we have formed a group called the Latimer and Ironham Preservation Group, which we hope it's a residents association. So we're hoping that they can take notice. And we have had loads and loads of help from Emma Dent Code, who just is brilliant and keeps us informed about everything.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you have a meeting next week, do you not?
We do, yeah.
Where's that?
Oh, I don't know, don't I?
But it's on Monday.
You can find out on the Latimer Road and Latimer and Ironham Preservation Group WhatsApp group, which obviously you'd have to be a member of.
Yeah.
So I have to, yeah.
How do you join that?
You go, I don't know at the moment, sorry. Well, we started it.
Oh, I
so,
see.
yeah.
Oh, I think you've got to get a form out as soon as possible so people can join and have a voice.
But there is the Latimer Road Preservation Group. Similarly, that's just exists as a WhatsApp group at the moment, but yeah. The meeting on Monday is with the St Helens and St Quintins residential neighbourhood, which is fine. And you can join them through Facebook or whatever. But they were instrumental in creating the design code, which authorised the council to build up to 5 stories, advocated for that, and therefore the developers have now used that document to push back and push higher and push further. So it hasn't been very successful in mitigating the opportunities for development in Latimer Road.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
You're going to need it, I think.
Absolutely, and keep us up to date with the progress.
Yes,
and,
will do.
How things pan out.
Yeah.
Why do you have to be a member? Why can't you just attend?
You can.
Okay, you can just attend and become a member when you attend the meeting as soon as you have.
It's not strictly speaking our meeting. It's for the St Helens and St Quintins Residents Association. Yeah.
Because they have.
I'm so confused about
I know.
where the meeting is.
There's too much going on.
Yeah, well, just where is the meeting and what time is it? And yes, I'll join. That's all I want to know.
Right.
Okay, we'll let you know. Joe, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming by to see it. And good luck next week.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant, Joe. Very, very good luck with everything.
Jackie Wilson said.
Jackie Wilson said it was written T. Kind of love you got knock me off my feet. Let it all hang out. Oh, let it all hang out. Yeah, you know, I'm so wired up. Don't need no coffee in my cup. Let it all hang out. Let it all hang out. Watch this.
Yes, and actually, Bella Hudder is listening in over there in Ireland, and she has texted to say that the meeting is on the 9th, which is Monday at 6:30 p.m. at St Helens Church Hall, and anyone can attend, so get on down there.
Absolutely brilliant. Well done, that listener. Top marks, in fact.
Well done, Bella.
Yeah.
And
Very
thank you,
good.
Joe.
Very good.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, man.
That
Brilliant.
one,
Absolutely brilliant.
well, hopefully it'll run and run, because actually it works better for those of us on our side of the fence if things run on longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Charlie's not here. What?
Do I get to do my post?
Have you got a post? It
I have a very
sounds
small
painful.
post because
We've got about a minute. So
okay,
yeah, man.
That's a minute.
Yeah.
I've only got a minute.
Wicked.
Because I've been reading Albertus Magnus.
Okay.
Which is a 13th century author of metaphysical properties and planetary association to herbs and plants. And I was reading through this, and one remedy for a woman who no longer is attracted by her husband, the cure is to hang a sheep's head around her neck. Do you know about this? It's just unbelievable. And leave it there for a week.
Right. Okay.
All right, women, listen to that. Men, just try it. Just try it. I mean, in this day and age, I don't think that'll work for you.
Yeah.
I would go for a more subtler, loving moment.
Thank you, Madam Zarvis. Charlie's just arrived. Fantastic. Come across the river. We've probably just got time to tell you right now what is going on this weekend. This show repeats at midday tomorrow, Saturday, and then is also repeating at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. Saturday session starting 2 p.m. tomorrow. Starts off with Lilybud, goes on to Carlos de la Cruz, Sonido Santa, that's on at 3. At 4 o'clock, we got Pandiva, Happy Hour. 5 o'clock, Barcodes Radio Show. 6 o'clock, Neville Hyde, 40-something disco. And 7 o'clock, that is Liam Tuke, the original Soul Boy sessions. That, again, that rewinds on Sunday, same time, Sunday. And Talk Radio, as I said, starts at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning with Portobello Radio Show, this very show. At 11 o'clock, Lillian Pizzichini's Raised Voices. That's our new book show. She interviews a man called Niall, with Niall Kistani, and Niall's written a book about utopias in London, and he talks about William Morris, he talks about Thomas More, he talks about how London has been a magnet for utopias.
It's good. It's a great show. I really enjoyed engineering that one. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And at midday on Sunday, we have Lillian's show.
Yes.
Lillian's interview that she did with
Ada McManus, back 3-4 years ago. It's brilliant, absolutely superb interview. So yeah, that's midday till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's Portobello Talk Radio on Sunday morning. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. One of our most favouriteest segments of the week is Portobello Talk Radio on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, in a moment we're going to talk to Charlie, but what we might do is just very quickly play his favourite tune.
Yay, do it, do it, do it.
On Blueberry Hill, on Blueberry Hill, when I found you, the moon stood still. On Blueberry Hill, and lingered until my dreams came true. The wind and the willow blend, love's sweet melody. But all of the vows we met, war never to be. Though we're apart, you thought of me still. For you were my thrill. On Blueberry Hill, the wind and the willow blend, love's sweet melody. But all of the vows we met, war never to be. Though we're apart, you go to me still. For you are my thrill. On Blueberry Hill.
Radio. Portobello Radio. Ladbroke Road's finest.
You've been listening to Portobello Radio. We are delighted that Charlie has made it up to join us. He's organising some stuff over there. So maybe we will have another quick tune. Greggs, have you got any other events you need to tell anyone about? Hoping for the answer yes.
I've got this brilliant music. Apart from my fantastic funk mix that I did last weekend, I've got some brilliant music, as always. And you know what? I've just found Vin Gordon and the Real Rock Band.
Oh, right.
You remember Charlie? Yeah, man. Charlie Night Doctor. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So,
We've actually also been chastised by Eleni
Oh,
and
yeah.
Madame Zarvis because we haven't mentioned the bus trip that we went on last
Yeah,
week.
it's true. Very, very
which
true.
was
yeah,
a
man.
right old cracker.
It was very, very good indeed. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. We started off here. We went down to Unit 1 where we experienced Katie Youngman doing the most eccentric 10 minutes that I've seen in a long while. It was brilliant.
A bit of
brilliant.
avant-garde
Soprano sax.
saxophone,
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was brilliant.
And she
Absolutely
actually is
brilliant.
playing on Thursday at XYZ in Chancery Lane.
Amazing.
Chancery Lane,
Amazing.
actually in Gray's Inn Road,
Gray's Inn Road,
in
yeah.
Chancery Lane
Yeah.
Tube. And that is from about 7:30 on Thursday.
Yeah.
So that should be fabulous.
It
We
should.
also went to Morley College, to
Oh, we did.
Wellington Road.
Yeah, man.
And we talked to Junior Tomlin,
Yeah.
who was actually one of the bus crew, and Tobias Laurent Belson
Yes.
was there. Tobias was actually very interesting about the thoughts behind this exhibition, Generations. 6 men, 5 generations, all expressing the experience of black men, men of African origin, in growing up in the UK.
Yeah.
And the oldest being Ahmet Francis, and the youngest
Amazing.
being Sion Sylvester.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Great exhibition as well down there at Morley College. Ended now, sadly. So, but I think they're doing it again. I can't remember, but they're doing it again soon. So keep an eye on Tobias Lawrence Belson's social
Yeah.
medias and find out what's going on there.
And in fact,
Yeah.
Piers Butler and Notting Hill Visual Arts Club or Visual Arts Society, they are all up at the gallery up there in Wellington Road at Morley
Nice.
College. And that is on Wednesday.
Okay.
The private view from 6 till 8.
Cool.
That should be some really good stuff.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, the art bus then went on from XYZ up to...
We then went to XYZ.
Yeah,
And we went
and then
down
after
Oxford
that,
Street.
yeah.
XYZ, which is the Muse's sister gallery out there in kind of Holbornshire.
Yeah.
Then we went on, it's in Gray's Inn Road. And then we went on to the Hales Gallery.
Yeah,
where
that
we
was the word I
were
was looking
very
for.
well
Received.
entertained.
Yeah, man. They were good. They were really good. Again, another fantastic artist down there.
So it was a cracker.
It was a cracker. You missed out, Madame Zarvis. But next time. Yeah, man. Exactly. You got to come and join us at Gray's Inn Road one time. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, well, of course. Well, I text you. Keep an eye on our social media. Keep an eye on the Galleries Association. Keep an eye on Muse Gallery. Keep an eye on XYZ. Those are all the different socials that you need to be locked into, linked in with, in order to know when the art bus is on next. So, yeah, man. Looking forward to the next one, that is for sure, because it's going to be a cracker. They always are.
Let's have some Bobby Womack.
I was the third brother of 5, doing whatever I had to do to survive. I'm not saying what I did was all right. Trying to break out of the ghetto was a day-to-day fight. Being down so long, getting up didn't cross my mind. But I knew there was a better way of life, and I was just trying to find. You don't know what you do till you put under pressure. Across 110th Street is a hell of a tester. Across 110th Street, pimps trying to catch a woman that's weak. Across 110th Street, pushers won't let the junkie go free. Across 110th Street, woman trying to catch a trick on the street. You bet across 110th Street, you got one more thing I'd like to talk to you about right now. Hey, brother, there's a better way out. Shorting that coke, shooting that dope, man, you're copping out. Take my advice, it's either live or die. You got to be strong if you want to survive. The family on the upper side of town will catch hell without a ghetto around. In every city you'll find the same thing going down. Harlem is the capital of every ghetto town. Let me sing it. Across 110th Street, pimps trying to catch a woman that's weak. Across 110th Street, wishes won't let the junkie go free. Oh, across 110th Street, a woman trying to catch a trick on the street. Ooh, baby. Across 110th Street, look, you can find it all. In the street, yes you can. Oh, look around you, look around you, look around you, look around you. Yeah.
Trying a long, long time, still I can't make it. Everything I try to do seems to go wrong. It seems I have done something wrong. Why they trying to keep me down? Oh, God bless, no one curse. Thank God I'm not the worst. Better must come one day. Better must come. They can't conquer me. Better must come, yeah. I've been trying a long, long time, but I can't make it. No one to give me an helping hand. They only trying to keep me down. Oh, God bless, no one curse. Thank God I'm not the worst. Oh, my people get it. They try to take advantage of me. Better must come. Better must come, yeah. Better must come one day. Better must come. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been trying a long, long time, still I can't make it. Everything I try to do seems to go wrong. It seems I have done something wrong. Why they trying to keep me down? Oh, God bless, no one curse. Thank God I'm not the worst. Better must come one day. Better must come. They can't conquer me. Better must come one day. Better must come. Oh, better must come one day. Better must come. I better must come. Better must come.
Every wind that blows, every wave that rolls with the coming and going of the tides. Everyone that sees is everyone that knows, because my love can't hide. Every sun that sets, every sun that rises, and every moon that shines, I feel like a winner on my own game show, because you are a sweepstake prize. Loving you is easy, cause the way you make me feel. Loving you is simple, that's the way it's supposed to be. Loving you is easy. I guess we're meant to be. Loving you is simple. It must be destiny. I'll be loving you for you, and you love me for me. We'll be loving on and on and on and on, on and on and on. Every wind that blows, every wave that rolls with the coming and going of the tides. Everyone that sees is everyone that knows, because my love can't hide. Every sun that sets, every sun that rises, and every moon that shines. I feel like a winner on my own game show, because you are a sweepstake prize. And loving you is easy. You must be made for me. Loving you is simple. It comes so naturally. Woman, with you by my side, I feel so young and free. I can love you on and on and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on and on. Love is never ending. Our love keeps going on. I've been loving you forever. Love keeps going strong. Our love,
Forward and Payaka, Manakal and then Gosaka. Stop that train, I wanna get on. My baby, she's leaving me now. Did you hear that? Express yourself, brother. Stop that train, I wanna get on.
weakness. Negative thoughts and unpure heart a plague we like a sickness. Now the youth them have a hit list on every stall and most business. Helicopters a circle round the area like a frisbee. Unsolved mystery, my dog can't find picnic. Message in the music is the only way to fix it. I said word sound power lift your hand up if you're with me. Now go make them trick quick out but now repeat the history. I said word. What am I gonna do when Jack come? Don't they know thy will always be done? My people rise. Remember now we're black and we're strong. And when we're one, this is when we'll overcome.
The system is for business. Trick we kill with this we build. We when them want we vote for winnings, then them men up missing.
See how deep we slipping, you know see we need a fixing machine. Never end up listen, tell me are you even listening?
The truth is hidden. The truth is I wash for brain and turn we in a victim and I can't believe this.
No them can't retrieve it, Lord believe me. Help me Jesus, look and see who really feel it.
We the for no prima weed. East and love the people need really me believe people keen to see. Only one from believe for leave. Babylon tumble weak in ease when the secret leak and the system freeze and the nation unbelievably. I'ma say east side so I look to the east. I lucky thing I grew rough. I lucky thing I grew rough. Lucky thing I grew rough. I lucky thing I grew rough.
And I say why? What them I go do when Jack come? Don't they know thy will always be done? My people rise. Remember now we're black and we're strong. Oh gosh. And when we're one, this is when we'll overcome. I said don't they know thy will always be done? Will always be done. Don't they know? Don't they know? What am I gonna do when Jack come now? What am I doing when Jack come? When I come?
Yeah, weirdly enough, you are still tuned into the Portobello Radio Show. We're running right over time. What we've done is we're playing you some beautiful reggae while we hang on for Uncle Charlie, who's going to tell us all about his photography. And by the time you guys tune in again tomorrow at midday or Sunday at 9 a.m, I would have stitched all of this together so it's a neat little 2-hour package. Here you go. This is Thy Will by Lila Iker and Skillenberg, and it's the reggae mix. That'll be me then. Brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love it.
A refresh, refix, remix of the track called Baltimore by the Tamlins.
Wow, you are good, man. And of course made incredibly famous by Nina Simone. Brilliant, brilliant bass line. We love this bass line every time.
Unsolved mystery, my dog can't find picnic. Message in the music is the only way to fix it. I said word sound power lift your hand up if you're with me. Now go make them trick quick out but now repeat the history. I said word. What am I gonna do when Jack come? Don't they know thy will always be done? My people rise. Remember now we're black and we're strong. And when we're one, this is when we'll overcome.
24 hours, 6 minutes since you've been gone. 24 years, it seems I miss you. I can't forget that smile on your face. Around the table, I still set your place. These rooms are much larger now since you left me. Oh, what a disgrace. I thought it wouldn't matter if you took your stuff and go, babe. I thought I never loved you too much, baby. Baby, I'm prepared to settle down with you. Baby, I love you, baby, I'm prepared to settle down with you. Baby, I love you, love you, love you, and will remain forever true. Oh, natural is the mystic, baby, that draws me next to you. And natural is the way I love you, baby, and you know that too. We break up and we make up, baby. We break up and you leaving, baby, that's also new. Remembering your lips, how they taste. Remembering those shiveries when you touch me in that certain place. Baby, I'm prepared to settle down. Baby, I love you, love you, love you, and will remain forever true. Baby, I'm prepared to settle down. Baby, I love you, love you, love you, and will remain forever true. Baby, I will never change. Baby, I will make you realize the love in you remains the same. It's been 24 hours, 6 minutes since you've been gone, baby. 24 years, it seems I miss you. I miss you oh so long. I can't forget that smile on your face. Around the table I still set your place. These rooms are much larger now. Thought it wouldn't matter. Thought I never loved you too much, baby, but now I know. Baby, I'm prepared to settle down. Baby, I love you, love you, love, and will remain forever true. Oh, baby, I'm prepared to settle down with you.
I never want to fight against friends or family. I come to shed some light on the system's fallacies. The way I man proceed, be an example and set the lead. So with the music bus we take the streets, words I left the beat. And I say, lo and behold, they try to stay in your soul and leave the people for last. They run good to the goal. No, underline is used, but the time for we be bold. Time for sink it at them all, so we come to take control. Feet don't fail me now. Oh, as I trot along, yeah, battle's just begun. I know it's far from one, but they got nowhere to run, nowhere to run. Where I man go, when your army comes, hey. this your baba. Don't get your sword, prepare your armor. No matter what field I just ask for, something for stand for. Already everything I fall for, no water. When we dash the water, RD, one of the run them off his scatter. Oh yeah, I said the system is a trick then. Come on, we go march, can we fix them? Oh, I said feet don't fail me now. Oh, as I trot along, yeah, battle's just begun. Yeah, I know it's far from one, but they got nowhere to run, nowhere to run. Where I man go, yeah. Oh, when your army comes. Tarry, my feet. Oh, Jah, carry them, be my defense against any offense against anyone who go try your brace, my friends, and make haste. No, tarry, my feet. Oh, Jah, carry them, be my defense against every offense against anyone. Whoa, oh, I said feet don't fail me now. Oh, as I trot along, yeah, I said the battle's just begun. Far from one, but they got nowhere to run, nowhere to run. Where I man go? Oh, when your army comes. I said far from one, but they got nowhere to run. Where I man go? Oh, when your army comes. Hey, oh, I said feet don't fail me now. Oh, as I trod, oh Lord, oh yeah. Oh God, I know it. Oh, be a light unto my way. I want. Oh, when your army comes.
Yeah, it's natural.
Let the music play.
Kabaka P once again. Medicine sing for them. Yeah, man, of them vibration, I will love you, see. Music sweet.
I said let the music play.
Yeah. Something cold on ice while the sun was shine. I have set the vibe for a natural high. To spot the right inspiration for my mates. Yeah. The Empress by my side, yeah, she like my vibe and she ready for ride, so I'ma take my time. We living like every day is a holiday.
So let the music play, it's a natural high.
And when troubles come my way,
keep it hopeful and bright. I'll say let your music play, it's a natural high.
Now go let them break my vibe.
Spark it up, it's a natural high.
But give me the bang and me tell you said this. Naturally it better than a grab a split. And it don't need no mushroom for take me pan a trip. Have me higher than the ayahuasca drink when man a sip. And all me need a just a bass near higher than a kick. Say me no pop no pill when the reggae vibes are ill. With the on top of the hill, I look and couple daffodil. I feel amazing. So no matter what me have to keep the fire blazing.
So let the music play, it's a natural high.
And when troubles come my way,
keep it hopeful and bright. I select your music play, it's a natural high.
Now go let them break my vibe.
Park it up, it's a natural high. Yeah, but I keep rocking, let the rhythm flow. Outside never locked indoors. Stimulating sweet sensations, lighting up my brain. For I'm blessed with life and health and strength. Herbs and girls, family and friends. So times well hard, still we're celebrating all the same. So let the music play, it's a natural high.
And when troubles come my way,
keep it hopeful and bright. I select your music play, it's a natural high.
Now go let them break my vibe.
Park it up, it's a natural high. So let the natural high.
And when troubles come my way,
keep it hopeful and bright. I'll select your music play. It's a natural high.
now go let them break my vibes.
Spark it up, it's a natural high.
I just a natural liberty and grind I still. Rastafari blessings.
Them say them love we, but that I yesterday. Get where them want and switch it up already. Them not go try we out on no today. It not so easy if you drain me energy. God blessings follow anywhere where we dey. Ah, good with everybody. No, they have to say.
Hey, woman them royal, soldier them loyal, casual or formal, them selling no normal. Flow them immortal, yeah, more than a jawful, yeah. Rhythm them awful, wicked and lawful, we not stopping, no. Man, a time for no stoplight, man, I travel at top speed, but this are the top flight, this are the big league. So every 8 bar or 16 is a big deal. Food for your thought and a kid's meal. Package it proper, it been sealed. Recipe of a master. Them boy they can't boil water. Cooking up a recipe a disaster. That are the reason, this are my season. Them my degrees are torture. Carry the torch at different peaks so regular people now walk at. Me I compete with my past self. That is what making me sharper. Look how we achieve every quarter. Way before we make a quarter. Always have heart, so when times hard, we pick up and we a go harder. None of my people not starve, yeah. Me have the world in my palm, take it and bring it a yard, yeah.
Them say they love we, but that I yesterday. Get where them want and switch it up already. Them not go try we out on no today. It not so easy if you drain the energy. God blessings follow anywhere where we dey. Ah, good with everybody. No, they have to say.
With the pan target, reggae the top of the market. If there is ever a problem, listen to the album and that go to solve it. We are tired clean where you said I can. When I go with the flow, we are head height. Sevilla will it down like a Jedi. Couple souls, couple days, pan the roads in a bed and the dancers come in, pan a red I go. Cerebral flow in my head I go. Try reach me now, but my cell line slow. I keep it low, it's like where I go. Try teach me how, but I said I know. People know me like you like hope and I need to know premise when I show. I collect my dough, do my thing and go.
No, when you say hello proto, the world noto, them one motto. Touchdown UK, sell out show. New minister culture, we get some vote.
A regular we have to transit to airport and I because we outstanding to effort. Could forget where me belong, me to engross. And if me ever drop a song, dig it reinforce. Yeah, strong like a tonica. Be the drum and then play the harmonica. Dig it down the baddest on the planet. Supersonic tougher than a granite.
We are professor, them are the janitor. Oppressor, them are fret and a panic. So you know see the difference of the caliber. No less than atomic when we drop it automatic. Say a bang.
Them say them love we, but that I yesterday. Get where them want and switch it up already. Them not go try we out on no today. It not so easy if you drain the energy. God blessings follow anywhere where we dey. Ah, good with everybody. No, they have to say. Them say them love we.
We are go blaze it for the culture, for the culture. Hey,
here for the culture. It's on the radio, watch it on the tube, yo. Spotify and Celly, yo. Bass rock heavy, yo. The culture corner every corner, and I'm a seated. Hot as steam, carry juice, we are go beat it. Now watch it, but they start to ordinary news. Killing no step on no tourist shoes. Cause this your culture made me give up on me papers. I know my passport.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, you're listening to Portobello Radio. This is a special late edition of Portobello Radio Show. We're here at the Muse Gallery. It's been 20 years of the Muse Gallery. And we are delighted to have one of this show's oldest friends. What just happened then? We've got one of the show's oldest friends. We've got Charlie Phillips in the house. Charlie... okay. Charlie. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Is that okay? Yeah, we are delighted to welcome to the Muse, old friend of this show, the photographer who observed Notting Hill in the 60s. It's Charlie Phillips. Welcome, Charlie.
Thank you very much.
Charlie.
Thanks for having me.
We love having you here. And you're coming back to the Muse, aren't you? Because we'll talk in a minute about all the amazing things you've done in the past. But you've got a new show opening on the 19th of December here at the Muse. There's going to be a lot of pictures that people haven't seen
It's been
for a while.
Under my attic for 50 years. And when I first took them out, nobody believed I took them. And part of it was part of the Dolce Vita era. Fellini and...
we're in Rome in the early 60s.
Paparazzi. And I thought it's about time I exhibited, share it. Yeah, at the time, nobody... And I'm showing also my Muhammad Ali collection. I'm still searching for my Jimi Hendrix collection. Because at the time when I took it in the 60s, nobody believed I took it. Are they really yours, or did you really take them? Now we're coming up to the 7th generation now, 50 years later on. They do believe I took it because I brought the negatives and everything. And I'm so touched that for the other institutions, it's the Muse Gallery who has given me a platform, and something like this is well overdue. So some of these pictures has been seen, first time they've been seen, because when I came back to England, no one believed I took them, or is it really true?
It is. I mean, it's a strange story, isn't it? Because there you were, you'd been given a camera by the GI, the American gentleman.
That's right, yeah.
When you're a 14-year-old boy, you start taking these pictures, you get a bit of a name for yourself. And suddenly, in 1962, you take off for Rome.
Rome, yeah, this was during the
What made you decide that Rome was the place to be?
I don't know. It was like no. What? It wasn't in 19. It was about 1969.
Okay.
The year of my birth.
When we were going through the revolutionary period as a young kid. Yeah, we believed in the revolution. And this is when we sympathized. There was a big student movement at the time. This is the era when we used to demonstrate against the Vietnam, CND, ban the bomb, and other things. The youth movement at the time. And they had a major demonstration in Paris. So I thought we'd sympathize with the students in Paris and in England. All contingents of us went over there and participated. And there was a big riot outside the Gare du Nord. I always remember it. And the French police shit out of people, students.
The CRS.
Unbeknown to me, 50 years later, I found out outside beyond the Gare du Nord, it was a big detention center as well. I didn't know that till 50 years later. But I saw this student got beaten up so bad, it scared the shit out of me. So I just took the first hitchhike, didn't know where I was going, and didn't have any family in France or friends. Yeah, we all got separated, and that's just started hitchhiking. And but 3 weeks later, I ended up in Rome, and it was the era of Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, and I was in out on Piazza di Spagna, and I saw all these paparazzi. I didn't even know what a paparazzi was, so I joined in and started to take photographs. Over the years now, I didn't have any money to come back, so I hanged around in Rome, stayed in a commune. Different. You could have kept in different students' commune at the night in those days. Real community spirit. And I ended up in Rome, and I just started hanging out Piazza di Spagna, and I started to take photographs of Marcello Mastroianni and all the A actors. And this is when this was in the Cleopatra.
Was that shot in Rome?
Some of it was shot in Rome. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, that's when he bought her the expensive diamond. So I used to see them in, used to hang around in Piazza di Spagna, and I always see famous people passing. So I just thought I'd photograph them, join in, and photograph them, which I did. Sometimes I sold some to the local, what do you call it? What do you call them?
Those magazines.
Magazines,
Life
right.
magazine.
Not Life magazine. No, the girly magazine.
Right.
They have a name for them. Yeah, that was years ago. Nah, it wasn't that. Scandalous magazine. Yeah. And that's where I started. And didn't have any money to come back to England. I went to the British consulate, getting to open that they give me £12 rail fare to take me home, and it didn't happen. So I stuck it out, and
so you were buying film, were you? And were you processing it yourself?
Yes. But one of the most amazing things, though, with Life magazine, I used to take stuff in, and they'd always give you a roll of film and say thank you for coming. Now really, that's why it's one of the greatest magazines out. Yeah, they're the only ones who never really turned me away. Some of the Italians one turned me away as well, but it was a great magazine. And Life magazine was a great magazine because they had respect for photographers.
Yeah, great. So what, they give you film even if they didn't take your pictures?
They didn't. They say, but always say thank you for coming. A guy called Jonathan. In their Rome office. So I used to end up taking a photograph at the time that were making a lot of what you call spaghetti westerns. Sergio Leone and Clint Eastwood and Lee Van Cleef was at the right, and I used to take photographs of these upcoming actors who wanted to be in the spaghetti western, and you take 4 photographs and put it on a contact sheet, and hoping that these guys would get parts for extras, which some of them did, because a guy got a nice part in a film with Marlon Brando, Quimada, and Henry Silva got a part in Sergio Leone film.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars.
Something like that, many years ago, So, that's where I really started. But these photographs, when I came back to England, no one believed I took all these photographs. Like I got a photograph of John Philip Law when he finished doing the film with Rod Stagner, the Sergeant, and others. But big actors. I got photograph of Patrick Pressard when he done the film with Quimada, for instance, with Marlon Brando, yeah, and it's a real stuff. But when I came back, nobody believed I took them, you know. I even got films. I even got photograph of Paul McCarthy during my paparazzi era when he was in Jamaica on the film set of Papillon. This was at 1974, 73. Yeah.
What a great film.
Yeah, yeah. Paul McCarthy was on the film set. I was there, you know, as a paparazzi in Jamaica and others, but nobody believed it. You see, and what pisses me off as a photographer, they only thought you took photograph of black people, but I've documented my area because I thought when this American GI left a magazine, the Saturday Evening Post, how I got into photograph was there was an illustrator called Norman Rockwell who used to document the American way of life in America, and I thought, oh, I'll do that amongst the Caribbean people here. I thought I document. One that famous photograph illustration by Norman Rockwell called "The Runaway." It was of this little kid with a policeman looking over him who wanted to run away from home. And this GI left the camera and I started taking photographs of my community because we thought we'd only spend 5 years here to show people what life was like in England, but I overstayed my time. And one of the biggest mistakes is I never documented the GIs who brought rock and roll, who brought rhythm and blues to England from the Afro-American GIs in England. Yeah, yeah. That's how, as far as I'm concerned, that's how it all started, and it's how it's been left. The influence that the GIs brought to this community. Now, this community at one time was classed as a ghetto, but we used to have our own entertainment in the shubeens. You got to explain what a shubeen is, because we're coming up to the 7th generation, and they don't know what a shubeen is. Well, shubeen is a place we used to have our own parties, and they charged 2 and 6 to come in. Yeah, and out of that, created the sound system. Yeah, and nobody they've left out our contribution to what is now British popular music. The sound system has been left out, and what's come of it? You have the Chemical Brothers, and you have Emperor Oscar, and you have Robert Elms, and all that. But Tony, the other one, yeah. No, but it's a part of history. We have to tell it from a grassroots level. So this is what my exhibition is all about. So I make it a duty once a year to come back to my community to tell our side of the story, to show our side of the story, because up to now some of the so-called British institution hasn't taken it up from a grassroots level, and this is why I feel very uncomfortable nowadays doing things in the major institution. They only call you, I don't know if it's a political propaganda when they want black this or black that, and that's it. The rest of the year, they don't call you at all. So this is why I am very grateful to Damien, who's given me a bit of space. And it's like I'm coming home again to show something in my community from a grassroots level, because half of the people, they'll never visit a museum. It's a fact. Half of the people, some of the grassroots community.
You go when you're a kid. They take you when you're at primary school. They take you to the museums.
Yes, but we haven't got no representation in some of the museum. A lot of things are coming out now, but that's another political agenda, yeah?
So, but Charlie, are you looking forward to showing people some pictures
that hasn't been seen before,
that they won't expect to see?
Yeah. I've got my Mohammedan collection. I'm still making my appeal for the Jimi Hendrix collection. Now, that saddens me very much because I was with him 4 days before he died. You know, I was with him when he first came to England, because this Portobello Road is very fair. Everybody passed through here. Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, they all passed through here. And sometimes I used to hang around by 269 Portobello Road, Jan and Jerry's shop, and it used to be an edge shop, and they all pass by, and sometimes I take photo. This is the era of the flower people. Who remembers? You know the flower.
Definitely, most certainly.
The flower era, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That era, and everybody used to pass through. And having my camera, and they used to take, but nobody wanted them. Nobody wanted them. You take them around. I said, "Did you really take that?" I'd say, "Oh, they're very nice. It's the type of thing we use at the moment." And look at it, So this is why I show my work is more appreciated from the grassroots community. Nowadays, I feel very uncomfortable going in some of these public institutions. You have to ask if you fit in. Yeah.
And the grassroots level is an encyclopedia of not only sound system culture, but potentially black music in general,
Yes, but some black music has been hijacked as well.
Yeah, when you consider, the remix was basically cut after cut, artist after artist on one rhythm. These things were done in the grassroots era. So I look very forward to this.
The grassroots. Yeah, and this is it. This is what I'm saying now. History has got to be corrected. The culture has got to be corrected. And the culture has got to be done from should be done from a grassroots level. Nowadays, I feel very uncomfortable going to some of these big institutions, because I ask yourself, do I really fit in? Yeah.
I had the opportunity to go to one in my life. It was called Bass Culture, launched at the City of Westminster University on Regent Street. Happened once. I've never seen it ever happen again. And they jumped into the influence of ska, fast forward into the 1970s. You have the 60s, the 50s, the 40s, the 30s.
Well, I can only go back to the 50s, because that was my era when I grew up, when we used to have blues dance, and we used to listen to a lot of Afro-American music coming, some of them we get from the GIs, who used to be based in Briars Norton and Greenham Common, and weekends. They used to come either flood Lightwood Grove with music, cheap drinks, Thunderbird, and exchanges, black market cigarettes and all that there.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's a part of the history that's been hasn't been written about as well,
Charlie, I'll tell you what, we started the show with Big Maybell. I got a feeling, and you took some great pictures of down at the Q Club.
The Q Club,
Tell us about the Q Club.
Well, the Q Club, I actually lived there because I was the unofficial photographer there, But Suckler would only let me in if I give him some photographs, and he should have had a whole big collection of photographs. I got some that I've saved, The Q Club was,
It was in Paddington, right?
It was in Paddington, and it's the house of home of soul music and rhythm and blues music. And some of the so-called top American artists used to come there. So I've seen Sam and Dave. I've seen Booker T and the MGs down there.
Totally amazing history. My career started there decades afterwards. I was lucky to see
photographs of the Q Club in its days, and one of the things that one of the photographs that fascinates me is, in those days it was the only platform where a lot of the Afro-Caribbean musicians could get a platform to play. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Some of the pictures that I've seen in People's Club, many decades afterwards, in the 80s. A busy man there. Very busy man.
Joy, call me back. Yeah, I'm in the thing. Call me back, all I'll meet you down here, yeah?
A very busy man, as you can see.
I'm at the, I'm at the, where are we?
Muse Art Gallery.
Muse Art Gallery, yeah? I'm there. I'm recording at the moment, yeah? Okay, bye.
This is Portobello. So I was privileged to see pictures whilst I was on Frontline International sound system of Muhammad Ali, Diana Ross, Count Suckle, the Jackson Fives, before my era.
Destroyed all of those photographs. One of my most memorable evening was Benny King was there. Memorable evening. Sam and Dave, Wilson Pickett, Edwin Starr. No, yeah. He had all these artists, yeah, and it was an institution. And I thought, you know, it should have been a preservation, but I don't know what went wrong. Maybe that's politics and all that. But it was a very successful club because sometimes even some of the if I tell you we used to back everybody needs somebody.
Solomon Burke.
Solomon Burke. Yeah, he's now a famous musician, but he used to back Solomon Burke. Ask them where he got his trade from. Yeah, some of the Rolling Stones used to come down. The Beatles used to come down. Come down to the Q Club. The Q Club to, I don't know where they got their inspiration from. Yeah, but that's been left out of the history as well. That's been the Q Club and the Roan 20s and the Flamingo. Yeah, they've been left out of British history, where the diverse community hasn't been properly recognized. And I say that without any malice.
I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it was the Q Club where the great Frontline International stemmed from. And that is late in the day. We're talking about the grassroots of People's Club, not the second generation of success within the 80s and popular culture, the original grassroots.
Daddy Vigo and all those sound system, yeah, before we had Emperor Roscoe and Tony Williams and what's the other one? Yeah. And this hasn't been properly acknowledged. You know, that's the thing is. So we have to show the photograph from a grassroots level. Yeah. And
so Charlie, that brings us on to the next, in fact, to the last topic, which is you're here at the Muse because you're picking up a copy of Ishmael Blackgrove's book, Carnival, and the front cover is a picture you took back in the day.
Very iconic photograph, and I thought it would have been preserved because they'd done a mural of it, you know.
This picture, is this a picture from that
just
original
across the road, the first carnival?
Yeah,
it was just across the road there, Tavistock
Street.
Yeah, it was there. It was there, just across the road. And Steve Caffey's used to be across there, and I was at the corner where I took this picture. And they've all grown up now, and this has become an iconic picture. I thought that the community appreciated it so far because it's the only representation they've got of our culture, of history, and they went and painted up. That's hurtful.
Well, I was behind you on this one. So the very, very, very quick bit of background there is the council, was it, funded?
I really don't know.
I think it was the council who funded painting up the wall opposite, what's now a fish and chip shop. It used to be the HSBC
sad,
Bank.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and so that
demoralizing.
That picture that's on the front of the book, Carnival, written by Ishmael, was reproduced on the wall. Massive.
Yeah, massive.
It lasted exactly 72 hours before they then painted it over with green. It's literally overnight. They just tipped up and they painted it over. I can't believe
it.
Yeah,
it brought so much enjoyment to people, you know.
Yeah. Well, just
Elegant Crescent and Portobello Road.
Yeah.
And it's heartbreaking.
It was heartbreaking, man. Yeah.
So we're trying to have
weird.
No, because what happens? The reason why, if they've done that to Banksy, he's the only one. No, but it's unfair, yeah. It's unfair because it's the only representation we have of Notting Gate with grassroots artists like myself. I'm saying if that was a Banksy, I've got nothing against Bank. It would have been preserved. Yeah. So we're trying to get it up one way or the other because it's the only loss of the representation. Yeah, we brought Carnival to England that represent 2 million people on the streets. That should have been preserved. So something is wrong with the people who's in charge of the culture or the from a grassroots level. It's all wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, wise words. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us. We can't wait for the show to open on the 19th.
Yeah, I'll be doing also 2 nights of
Q&A.
Q&A.
Yeah.
And I'll also
we're
be
broadcasting one of them, I think.
Yeah, and we're also doing a walk in a touring. Yeah, what do you call it? A touring. Not
A walking tour?
No, talk. Yeah.
Talks.
Yeah. We've been Q&A.
Yeah.
And the gallery tour. Yeah, we've been doing a gallery tour. So I advise you to book up for that, because last time we done it with, But it was nice to see, it brought a lot of people out from the community who didn't know we had such an abundance of work. And yet what this soul destroying is the some of the institution knows about it, but we haven't got a proper platform to show things from a grassroots level, because even though I'm from a working class background, I have to stick to my working class level as well. Yeah.
Heard it first on Portobello Radio. Stick to your roots.
Which one is it?
What's this?
Mate.
I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Yeah, right, quickly go. Merry Christmas to the Christian Church, the LGBT, the multicultural, the Union Jack flag. Yay. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. What a great way to end the Portobello
That was
Radio
great.
show.
Open to the community, Portobello Radio all the
Yeah.
time. Random passerby.
Thank you, Charlie. And there's lots of material already on the Muse website.
Okay.
And you'll be able to get all the details of what is happening at the Muse.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us. It's like I'm coming home again, so. Yeah.
Yes, I.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yes. Woo.
The system, it's burning, the system burning, it's burning.
75% of water and them live in a drought. I wonder evidence before them still live in a doubt. I swear for my life, them couldn't think them way out of a way. Paper bag gonna hear me. So won't go back to my planet now. The earth have too much monsters upon it now, and them committed to mass destruction. More want to put before the final eruption. Pain so I can't taste it. Somebody please come build me a spaceship. Place so nice, look how the fuck I them a waste it. Me no understand it, so me soon run. It come make a
burning, the system burning, it's burning, the system burning, it's burning.
Them fixate on apocalypse, and them no see say them obsession are the catalyst for all of this. Them so invested in a prophecy. I guess them forebearance feel it, so them feel compelled to fulfill it. Send me back to my planet now. The earth have too much monsters upon it now, and them committed to self-destruction. Them not stop till them burn it down. It come